This is Gene the Bear, your guide to outdoor adventure at Nantahala Cabins. We are here at the Oconaluftee Indian Village, which is a recreation of a 1750-1760 village in Cherokee, North Carolina. And we are going to get to see how these people actually lived. So we're going to give you updates along the way. Gene out.
Our pottery station. Now, with our clay, we'd have to go to the river banks and dig at least 2 to 3 feet into that bank to get to the clay. Now, once we do get it, though, we'd have to purify it by hand, and that can take up to a month to do, really depending on how much clay you have gathered. Now, once you do gather it, you'll be able to start working with it, and you'll be able to start doing a ball method. Now, the ball method is where we get our clay into a nice ball. We'll put our thumb to center, and we'll form the shape with our thumb and forefingers. Now, once we get this, we'll leave it to the side, so then that way it'll get hardened, and then we'll be able to get a carved out piece of river cane, like you see here. We'll go on the inside, we'll start scraping that out, along with the outside to give it a nice even thickness. But if we didn't want to use the river cane, we were more than welcome to use a seashell, and we can even use a metal item once those started getting through here. Now, once that is done, we'll again leave it to the side, so that way it'll get hardened, and it'll be a little bit more dry, but we can also get some designs in by using a paddle. Now, the paddle wasn't here until after metal items have gotten here, so all we'll do is just that we'll get this, and we'll just stamp it onto the clay, so that way we can get our designs in from there. Now, if we're feeling a bit more artsy, we can use a top part of a seashell, like you see right here. We can even use a metal item once those started coming through here to carve into the clay. And we'd even be able to use the top part of a deer antler as well. Now, once that is done, again, we'll leave it to the side, but this time it's going to be dried out to a complete and a chalky color. Now, depending on the clay that you're using, it can turn a chalky brown color like you see right here. Or it'll turn a chalky white color like you see right here. Now, once it turns those colors, that means that it is ready to burn, and we'll be able to use 2 types of woods. We have a hardwood and we have a softwood. Now, the hardwood, it produces more flame. It'll give us a light color like you see right here. With the softwood, it produces more smoke, so it'll give us a darker color like you see here. And a combination of both woods will be able to give you both colors like you see here. Now, the burning process, it can take up to 24 hours. So the first 6 to 12 hours, you'll have it preheated. So you'll put it around the fire. And then once it's nice and preheated, you'll be able to bury them underneath the coals. So we use an open fire pit and not a kiln. Now, we have to be extremely careful, though, because if there's an air pocket inside of these, then it'll heat up, bust, and it'll send some shards in certain directions. So it can be dangerous. So, are there any questions about pottery? All right, if there's no questions, we can head on down here to wood carving.